Hi guys, let's go here. In today's video we are back at Bridgetown and we are building a bar and some housing. Let's get into it. Today we're just finishing off our last little section on the top of the bridge here. So we're going to have a bar going along on this side, and what I was planning on doing was having like a little outhouse area here. I realised I don't actually have toilets anywhere in here. But above it, I was going to throw in a little shack up on the top. So we'll start off with the bar area. So this is actually going to be quite a small bar area, but it's got quite a cool shape to it. Got a little bit of an overhang up here, and I have extended the walkway so it goes under the roof. So I'm planning on putting a little garden up there, and I will be covering this bit here as the railing once again is poking through, and it's going to be tight, but it should work quite nicely for our little bar area. I'm going to save the decorating till later on in the video, and what I'm going to do is move on to the beer garden up the top. So nothing overly fancy for the area up top. I'm not 100% convinced on this cloth roof thing, and everything's still rather straight and quite put together, so I want to kind of fix that up a bit and make it a little more rickety. But what I've done is I've made some little railings here just with posts from the wood and barn sections, and I think that adds a bit of character to the place. And what I want to do now is figure out how I can have my little outhouse area down here, and also a way of supporting a little house on the top of it as well. So we'll just start off with the outhouse. Had to get a little bit creative with this area because I obviously have the stairs here, but I wanted this nicely enclosed. So what I've done is I've used the roof piece that has the hole in it, so you can still easily get up here, and it looks a bit messed up on the top, but not overly bad. Kind of just like lots of wood chucked on top of each other just to make that kind of work. And then this is where our little outhouse will go, and I've left this area open just so I can start putting the floor up the top. I'm gonna have to open this area up a little so I can get a little walkway across, but we will get to that in just a sec. If you're enjoying the video so far, guys, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. It really helps me out a lot. Managed to put together a pretty basic shack on the top here, and it's technically held up by the little building underneath, but it also has the support from the side here. It's rather dangerous, so I will be adding like barriers along the sides, just make sure nobody falls off. But my plan is just to fill this with a couple of beds and nothing overly fancy. I also changed out the cloth roofs because these metal ones. I think they're like the ones from Century Houses worked out to be a better option. Just before I go and do the decorating section of the video, just wanted to show you a little change that I've done. So we are now siphoning power from Poseidon Energy over here. So you can see there's power cables coming across. And they go up there and through here. It kind of just like snakes its way through the settlement. And I've added a couple of more bits to like connect up the walkways, and this goes all the way down. And I did remove the big fusion generator, so there's now like a little hangout area in the middle of the settlement here as well. But when I was routing the power through, I decided that I don't really like these gatehouses anymore, so I'm gonna be changing those up in the next video. Same with the one up there, and also we'll do underneath the bridge finally in the next video. I'm just going to do a bit of decorating now, and then we can get on with the tour. Okay, that's the decorations all done for now. This place is looking a lot more cluttered, but chances are I will be changing stuff up as we go through. And what we've got is a nice little outdoor area for people to have a drink and have a bit of the food. Mainly drink by the looks of it. But we have our bar. And if we come in here, plenty of seating in here. Looks like a fairly friendly place, we'll say. Changed out the walls so you can actually see out into the river. And it does get fairly busy in here. I've got plenty of drinks, even got multiple coffee machines just chilling in the back there. It's not exactly tidy, but we're in the wasteland. What are you going to do? Okay, so this is our bar, and if we come across, we can get into the restrooms. So these are very ramshackled and wouldn't exactly say most sanitary things, but they work. So we've got 3 toilets in here. Not really sure why anyone would want to use these toilets, but you get what you're given, don't you? And if we come up here, got our beer garden. This is where most people will come on an evening. Plenty of seating up here, and plenty of reading to be done. Just scavenged a lot of materials from around the wasteland. And then finally we have our little shack here. I didn't want to put proper railings on both sides, so we've got the nautical stuff on this side and a washing line with their clothes on the other side. But that was quite a nice touch. I've also put washing lines across the buildings down there as well, so you can see them just hanging out the washing wherever they can. So this does have plenty of space for settlers. I think there's room for 5 people in here, but not exactly that spacious. but it's a nice place to live, I suppose. And that's going to wrap it up for this video, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.